we've got some modifications to do to the camper van. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Richard and I live inside this 2018 VW Crafter that I've converted into a camper van. It's been done on a budget of only £1,000, complete with a king size bed, massive units. You might be thinking, well, how do we cook? Under here, we've got an air fryer, coffee machine down there. It's just coming together really nice. But the outside mainly still looks like a van. Recently, I tried to put a spare wheel underneath and I had some problems. Basically, I had some bars that I needed to get the spare wheel down and I didn't have them. So I had to spend £50 on eBay. There we go, on eBay to get them, but I couldn't actually find them. There was none in the UK, so I had to go direct to VW in Germany. They sit in here somehow. That's it, one up there, one there, and this one just goes there. That's the first bit. That's not the full width, that's the first bit. Lock that back into place, and then this is basically a really thin tape with a wire inside it. That is a box that's got some gloss black wrap in it. You know the sort of wrap that you use to wrap cars and stuff? My theory being back windows and some side fake window extensions. We get the fine wire tape and mark out where we need to go. Just like that. You can play with the designs, do whatever you want. This wire's got a small piece of wire inside it. So you vinyl just over it, pull the wire off, and it should make a smooth line. Cut the vinyl into the size that you need, preferably not on grass. I've got to remove the VW badge from the back, just a couple of torque screws on the back. Nah, that didn't work. I don't know why, but it didn't work, so I'm just going to have to cut around it, I think. You think this is going to end as badly as I think it is? You're possibly right. From a distance, it kind of looks okay. Not so good from close up. I think I need to do some proper research. A few YouTube videos later, and we found heat is a good option. We can do that, and how I actually applied it to the van will make it a bit different. Let's try that in a bit. First, I've got something special to add to the van. Now, the other day I was sat outside the van and I got really engrossed in editing using my phone while I was editing, getting a few extra clips and stuff like that. But my phone died. I was like, I've got to come back inside, charge the phone up for a bit before I can go back out and get those clips that I wanted and all that sort of stuff. And how can I avoid doing this in the future? Because it's not the first time it's happened. Same for when I'm out there flying the drone and I'm just flying around getting some great shots and the battery's getting low, so it returns to home. I swap the battery out. How can I charge that battery while still staying outside using the other battery while I'm playing out in the drone? I've got this, the Rock Charge Pro. It's a charging port for the outside of the van. Let's see, it's a fully waterproof charger. So as we press that, that'll pop up, and then up and under there is a USB-C and a USB socket. So now when I've got the awning up or when I'm doing something outside the van, I can always charge my phone using this. It's just a simple positive and negative from this straight round to the fuse box. Let me show you now it's done. There it is. See, it doesn't sit off the van that much. It's nice and secure. You press the button, it flicks open. Oh, there, USB-A, USB-C. And inside, to lock it, just closes. So inside the back doors of the van, you can see, so I've had to take it all apart. It comes through. Positive and negative, straight over to the fuse box, positive and negative. But while I was on their website, I saw something else that I wanted to buy, and I did. So I'm going to put this all back together, re-insulate it, re-sound deaden it, and then get back in the van and show you that. All boarded back on. It's time to put the diesel heater back on. And this is it. So this is the Rock Wireless 10 watt waterproof wireless phone charger. So it's just a wireless phone charger that sinks into the unit, so it's nice and flush, but it's completely waterproof. So this is made for like boats and stuff like that. It's actually really amazing what other stuff they've got on the website, so I'll leave the links down in the description down below. It's a full day of cutting big holes. I've done one in the outside, and there's a 65mm hole just there, but that's so that it can just sit in nice and flush, double-sided tape, ball straight in. Positive and negative straight to the fuse box. How cool does that look? Look how slim line that is. Even look, how cool is that? And it works perfectly. If you've been around here for a while, you know I tried to put wireless chargers in this van, but they just didn't work very well. That works absolutely amazingly. Now it's time for take 2 of the wrap. Let's see if these things actually work, or whether I'm smart enough. We've got KPMFS wrap. We're going to use that piece, take the sticky back off and do it on the back of this door. The back of this door's done, but it's quite bad, so if I can get this one done and it's bad, I can always strip them both off easily enough. Well, I always work on trial and error. That's actually coming together really, really nicely. It's a much smoother finish than the last side. A bit of heat, a felt squeegee, and it just gets all the air out. Who would have knew a little bit of research could have done a better job first time. I'll find a sharp knife and a bit to trim that, but I'm quite chuffed with that. Now we're going to move over to this side. We're hoping to do a window extension, but quite a big one. We've got a big piece of vinyl cut, and this is going to be, yeah, a big piece. This might be a challenge. It's easy when you're doing it in manageable lengths, manageable sizes. Just stretch it out, whack it on, go over, really firm, and straight the way across. Just like that. That's how easy it is. Yes. Quite chuffed with myself, actually. It's a beautiful finish. I just need to shape it, get a sharp knife and just shape it or do something, trim off all the excess, but I'm well chuffed. We got a gentle sharp blade and started to shape all the edges around. We actually had a problem with this side. You look at the top corner, it folded over itself. I couldn't straighten it out. The heat melted it off. It didn't really work. But that side is so much better than the other side. Now I know how to do it. I know how to do it for the future. This is where I got a little bit more overconfident, and I got a little piece of the black wrap. I thought, if I can whack it on this side, smooth it all on, and I can cut a number 13 into it, because 13's my lucky number, believe it or not. What's everybody else's lucky number? Do people that still do that? I decided to do it. Didn't really like the look of it. That quickly came off. Let's go give it a wash to see how waterproof it actually is. My thought being, if I'm driving along at 60 mile an hour and it's raining, that means I've got 60 mile an hour rain hitting the Rock Charge Pro. So I wanted to get a 60 mile an hour jet wash and just give it a jet wash and see if it worked. While I was there, why not give it a wash? It's a better angle from the other side. Look at how cool that looks. And it didn't leak. It is fully waterproof. Even the wrap stayed on. Check out this dude here. We need names for him. I've got that one, and there's one in the back as well. What was his name? Dusty and someone from ZZ Top. That's what somebody's named him on TikTok. We then got a notification to say that we had a delivery. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to give that a try. That's an electric mountain bike, just to help me burn a few more extra calories, but also have great fun doing so. The next job on the list is these C-rails. For the van to be declared a motor caravan on its logbook, it needs to have an awning rail or a pull-out awning. I don't want a pull-out awning. It's too much faff. They're really not that great in the UK, and especially on a van this high as well. You don't tend to actually, it won't benefit. It's too high. The sun will still come down. So we've got the C-rails, and we're going to get a little porch awning. So when we've got the kids or something like that, we can just whack a little porch awning up. Gives us a bit more added space. These do just sticky tape on, but I'm thinking I'm going to whack a couple of screws in as well. So I've got to get these sprayed up first, because they don't look good this colour. First off, we've got to drill pilot holes. We're going to do 3 in each. You've got to make sure you get in all the nooks and crannies. Let's see. Oh yeah, how satisfying does that look? And then we'll go in a different angle to get in deep across the top to get round the back. And that should be the first coat, just a light coat, done on that piece anyway. Then we move on to the next one. Yeah, how satisfying is that? Just gonna leave them to cure now. While they're curing, I'm gonna get the bike out and start building it. All the bikes come sort of put away in storage transport mode. We just gotta cut all the wrapping off, cut all the supports off, snip, and start building it. It's quite easy to follow instructions. This is the Hovsco A5 mountain cruiser. Look at how durable and how sort of sleek designed that looks. It looks absolutely amazing. A lovely little digital screen. You'd expect it, with it being an electrical assist bike, to be quite complicated to actually put together, but the easy to follow instructions and all the quick releases everywhere, it's a piece, it really is easy to do. We've got the extension sort of pack. It's an essentials bundle, and it's got stuff like the bike lock, the bottle holder, a phone holder, a pump. We had a cool go. It's time to let Danielle have a go. It's been 20 years since I've rode a bicycle before. Now the way the electric works, it's just an electrical assist, so you still ride it as normal, but you can adjust the assist to help you out that little bit more. First ride was a success. Only a little one because I've got some busy plans, but that's awesome. Now I can go for bike rides and stuff all through the summer. Tune in next time for that one. Back over to the C-rails for the awning. We've got the double-sided sticky tape off the back. We're basically going to drop the self-tapping metal screws straight through the holes into the van. Take them back out, treat the exposed metalwork that's on the actual van. 522 Sikaflex all along that edge just there. There is double-sided sticky tape there. The Sikaflex is just going to help it be a bit more secure really, and then drop them into place. That just didn't work. So what I need a big ladder to get up onto the roof to be able to do that properly and get some proper stuff behind it. So that's another day job now. Here's a little top tip for you. So the last thing on the the list for today is an oil change on the van. I've done 10,000 miles in it. I want to get it oil changed, but I priced it up online. I wanted to start doing it myself because I do a lot of mileage, so the oil change is quite a regular thing. £100 for the oil, 8 litres for the oil that I wanted, and it was £12 for the oil filter, £112. Or I can just go to ATS's website and it's £122 for the full thing, and the work's guaranteed. So we dropped the van off and then jumped on the bike, went for a little bike ride just to kill some time while the mechanics were actually working on the van. That wasn't too bad actually. He gave me the chance of, do I want the next grade up oil? There was 2 levels more, so I thought, do you know what? Why not? I'll get the next one up. So we have got the Mobile One oil and filter, C3. I don't understand it all. It cost me 136 quid. There we go, got back. It's nice to have a bike. This is cool. Do you know what? They only had the van for about an hour or so. You know when you normally go to a garage, let's say, they send it through, they do a health check. They only do a health check so that they can get more work out of you by saying, oh, we found this problem wrong with it, and so on. So he done his health check, and I went up to him, got my keys, and he says, do you know what, mate? That's actually a really good van. We don't see vans that good, ever. And I was like, hee cha-ching. Another top tip he gave me is when you turn the van on, and sometimes you get the so many more miles until the oil needs changing. No longer do you need to Google, how often do I get my oil changed? Just whenever the light comes on the dash of the van, right, that's it. The van knows when it needs an oil change, so it'll tell you when it needs an oil change. Peace out, guys.